Hi guys, welcome to the channel. If you're new, if you're returning, welcome back. Let's dive in, okay? So grab your tea, grab your tree, grab your drink, do whatever you need to do to get comfortable, because me, Tasha, is gonna spill the tea straight, no chaser, no sugarcoating bullshit. It is what it is, guys. So if the shoe don't fit, don't make it, okay? Ancestors, spirit guides of the highest white light, I call you into my beautiful space and ask for a clear, precise channel message for the beautiful collective that is watching me right now. So a pop-up shuffle. See what's going on here. We got 3 cards. Bottom of the deck is the devil. My nose is itchy, guys. Something I'm about to tell you. Ooh, there's 4 cards. Something I'm about to tell you is the truth, okay? And ancestors want to emphasize this. There could be a codependency, an addiction of any kind, guys, or there could be somebody very obsessed with you. It's the 4 of Wands, the King of Cups, the Fool, and the King of Discs. Somebody could be very obsessed with you to the point where they want a relationship with you. They have a lot of love for you, so they're about to take a new leap of faith and change. Somebody is being very responsible. The person that's coming towards you, that you're going to choose to be in some kind of partnership, is somebody who you can rely on. Could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and then this devil. There's something you're not seeing. Somebody may be binded to something. Or you may be binded to somebody. I don't know. What is this devil? Ancestor. Oh, it's the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, something has changed. Some kind of perspective, okay? Like somebody's priorities have changed. Heart of the deck, it's the 5 of Swords. Yeah. Okay, there was a lot of codependent energies, a lot of low vibrational energies. These are like baby souls, you know? They just don't know any better. And they like to try to drag people into their conflicts, win at all costs. Somebody's realizing, look, the 3 of Wands, they didn't win shit. Somebody waited for some kind of victory to happen in their name, like for them, right? These haters. I like to call them your fan club, guys, so don't even stress it, okay? But there's a lot of people who are very codependent to you. They may not even want what you have, but they definitely don't want you to have it. Somebody is like really fighting with a lot of people in the background who may have been fighting with you at one point or another. Because the Wheel of Fortune is there, guys. Something has changed. The cycle has changed. The underdog is no longer on top. And you have this 4th house, structure, stability. Somebody wants this foundation with you. It's 2 people coming together, guys. Like I said, it could be this King of Cups, this person who's very much up in their emotions, very stable, knows what they want, very intellectually, emotionally intellectual. So they know how to speak. Like if a man or a woman, take it as it resonates, doesn't know how to articulate their feelings, doesn't know how to address their feelings properly, they will kind of bleed on you. They're not going to really understand or hear you if they can't even understand or hear themselves. Do you see what I'm saying? That's why somebody is taking a new leap of faith to stand in a different kind of energy. An energy of like the King of Pentacles is very disciplined. So somebody is definitely wanting to be more responsible, more dependable, okay? Really looking at things differently. Now, somebody could have a lot of emotions for you and look at you as very dependable. Like you're willing to take new leaps of faith, jump off cliffs, and you may not know where you're going to land, but you know that you're going to land on your feet. And that's because of your discipline. There could be 5 or more people who are very mad. They tried to bind you in some kind of lie. And they've been waiting for something, for some kind of karma. But the only karma that's coming in is for them because you have healed from some kind of dark energy work, dark magic, manipulation, slander, gossip. Queen of Cups. You're a Queen of Cups to a King of Cups, okay? Which means you use your intuition. It's the Fool. So you're taking new leaps of faith. You took a new leap of faith. And somebody was very much emotionally unstable at one point or another, and they listened to some kind of snake. Okay, somebody offered them a cup, but it was a snaky offer. Maybe somebody offered you a cup. They said they had a lot of love for you. They may have, but they were a snake. They deceived you in some kind of way. So you took a new leap of faith. You know, people said, like, they persecuted you. They weaponized everything you said, and they demonized you. They said that you were like the forbidden fruit. In Christianity, really, the forbidden fruit was the tree of knowledge, correct? So they didn't want you to know the knowledge. Hence why they tried to hide Tartarium. Do you see what I mean? You took a leap of faith. You jump into things. You know that you can. It's possible that people can break your heart. Okay? Maybe you loved somebody, but they snaked you, like I said, and you knew what you were getting yourself into, and you knew the outcome. And it's like you looked at the worst case scenario, even though the worst case scenario ended up coming out. You knew how to get out of that. You knew how to heal from that manipulation, from the magic. You were born for this kind of energy. I already talked about this in yesterday's read. And you have a lot of intuition. So you've been going with your intuition. Somebody thought that they can put this energy on you, but they didn't realize that you were going to end up healing from this. Your glow doesn't come from the applause, guys. People thought because they weren't supporting you or applauding you that you weren't going to glow. Your glow comes from alignment, not applause. You took the leap of faith. Look, you're the temperance angel. There's a lot of people watching you on the big world wide web, okay? It could even be somebody who adores you, loves you. There could even be a reconciliation, but it's only after somebody transforms. Somebody needs to be reliable and resourceful and dependable. Somebody wants you to look at them as husband, but you don't. Whatever's in the dark is coming to light, okay? Somebody had a lot of emotions for you. It could be a King of Cups, like I said. Or this person hid their emotions. They're very unstable because of what other people said, but they didn't really listen to their own intuition. And every time they looked at you, they were intimidated by you because you listen to your intuition. You stand on what you say. You mean what you say. And somebody is in a depression right now because they were in the dark. And it's about a new leap of faith. So somebody did demonize you. Spiritual burps. They said that you were forbidden. Not to touch you, not to go near you, not to involve with you. Something, I don't know. Like I said, it was a lie, right? Whatever it was. But rejection was just redirection. Okay, we're going to call it that. Rejection was redirection in this case because at the end of the day, these people are the ones who are kind of like in this turmoil. As you sleep easy, knowing that you did your best, and that even in the darkest times in your life, the sun does come out. It doesn't stay dark forever. We are the light. We are love. You go looking for love, you realize you are the love. Not going to go looking very far, do you? No. And that's why somebody is really in their head. Because they really thought that they can come up against you. Ancestors, one more for this tool. And you weren't going to take a leap of faith. Somebody can't hold on to you. Somebody really thought that you were going to hold on to them. But the ones who are holding on to them are the ones who are the leeches. You let somebody free. You let somebody go. You wanted to show them who's there when they have nothing. Who's there when they have something. And I don't know, God, Creator, Source wanted you to see this. Who was really there for you when you had something, and who was only there for you because you had something. Who was there for you when you had nothing. And it's showing that there was a lot of tyrants in your energy, and this is why the Wheel of Fortune is in your favor with that devil. Told you, the Page of Wands in reverse is the tyrants. People wanting to win at all costs. What's the prize, guys? We're all going to the same destination. We take absolutely nothing with us but our souls when we leave here. So what are we competing for? That's why this devil's upset, and they're very obsessed with you. Because whatever you're waiting for is coming in. Because you don't jump off of, you don't piggyback off other people. You don't, step on people or step over people to get what you have. You take the hard way, And sometimes you have to look like a fool because you have to do it first, right? A lot of people judged you. And it could even be a King of Pentacles who judged you, or is judging others because of how they judged you. Bottom of the deck, it's the King of Pentacles again. That's what I fucking just said, didn't I? Now, somebody does have a lot of love for you, but they're judging this outdated belief system. A lot of people who have persecuted you, these are people who have no morals, integrity, no ethics, no dignity, but they definitely do have a badge or authority of some kind, but not real authority. They're controlling. They're biased. And somebody was mad because you would not conform to their outdated belief systems. The Creator is turning up the volume in a situation so everybody can hear what is going on. And it's causing a burden to this devil energy, to the codependent people who are really trying to paint you out like you were, I don't know, a villain or unstable even. Now they're the ones who are looking unstable. People said, oh, it's okay to do this to this person, they're unstable. Or it's like a lot of gaslighting, a lot of manipulation. And look, it's the Six of Pentacles. You gave to these people, but they took from you. This is why they're burdened, because the ancestors are, you know, raising the volume. People are seeing who's the real unstable one. And there's somebody who wants to come in to tell you some kind of truth about how people painted you. And you don't even care how people see you. It's really none of your business. So they should just keep it to themselves. At the end of the day, you're building a legacy that nobody can undo. And this King of Pentacles is like shocked. Yeah, because you really did end something. You transformed the lies. You can't fucking lie. Your glow is not from applause. And somebody's aimlessly wandering, and those are the people who lied. The truth will always come out, guys. Somebody invested in a lie. You deaded a situation. People swore that you did not deserve the light that you had, that you were doing it some kind of shady way. It was a motherfucking lie. You're waiting for yours. You don't have to piggyback off somebody, and somebody is realizing that. They worked with a narcissist to try to get your fourth house. Now they're all up in their feelings, stuck on stupid, because they're feeling like it was the opposite. You were the forbidden one. Somebody's in a depression right now because they can't hold on to you. They can't dictate your life. They can't play God. Somebody's coming towards you to pay it forward. All right? Somebody is getting out of some kind of mess. You're getting out of some kind of mess. You could care less what people are doing. You wish them well, though. But this tower, I'm telling you, your land, your foundation is built on sacred ground. People are trying to do something to you that it's impossible. You are nearly untouchable because of the choices that you make when nobody's watching, like I said. And yes, new levels equals new devils, but that also means new spiritual guardians and new spiritual angels. You've already went through this tower. And this player wanted you to go through a tower. And they were trying to avoid this inevitable crash from happening. Oh, shit. Somebody didn't want to do the work. And then said that you weren't doing the work. Copying, piggybacking off of you. It's a motherfucking lie. Now somebody wants to come in and tell you the truth because they're going through judgment. It is what it is, guys. They're not single. They're not self-sufficient. They're actually really stuck in a rut. And somebody has a big heart on for you because you're the real deal, but you refuse to work with third parties. There's a lot of illusions. And somebody is very emotionally unstable, trying to heal a situation, and they're watching you, using you as a muse. But it's only because they're stuck with these third parties. And they see you as passion. You are like the it guy, it girl right now. And you just want to be left alone. You really just want to be left alone. Peace is priceless, and that's what you're gaining. That's what your goal is. Like, really, your main goal is to make and keep yourself happy and peaceful. That's the main goal, and people need to understand that. That's why they're going through judgment, because they worked against you, and whatever they did to work up against you, it didn't work. They wanted to like reverse something. They wanted your life to be theirs and their life to be yours. I don't know. Didn't look like it worked. Somebody's in their head because as they're depressed, the sun is shining for you. Because like I said, as long as you can hold responsibility for yourself and your choices, make them. You own nothing. You own nothing. Nothing is yours. Nothing. My children aren't mine. The table's not mine. Nothing is mine. The only thing that is mine, the only thing that is yours, my beautiful collective, is your peace and your happiness. And you are responsible for that. And you have to understand that even in the darkest times, the sun does come out. We have to change our perspective. People swore you didn't deserve this life, but they're not the ones that are doing the work. You gave these people out of the kindness of your heart, never asking anything in return. And what did they do? They took from you. So you healed. You stood on business. You healed the situations that, you know, you were never going to get an apology. You're never going to get an apology, so you had to heal yourself. That was the closure. And that's what allowed the Wheel of Fortune to turn. And there is a lot of people watching you on the big World Wide Web because they don't have access to you in the real world. Even if somebody wants to come towards you, they can't. You're just going to be a story in their life, you know? Wow. And it's because it's judgment time for the Empress. Somebody didn't see you. Now they know why you moved away. Somebody laughed at you and said like you were giving up or something. You had your tail between the legs, or you were giving up, but you really weren't. Somebody said you were alone. Ancestors, guardians. Like I said, new levels, new devils, right? You ain't scared. You ain't never scared. What? You got somebody guiding you into the promised land, into this next chapter. It could be even somebody in the 3D who wants to come towards you. Like I said, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or it could be an energy that has transformed into this very reliable person. It could be your twin flame. Take it as it resonates, but it could bring a lot of abundance. So be open and be receptive, okay? Somebody sees you as Kelly Ma. They know they have to put respect on your name. They know they can't come at you sideways. You'll probably smack a bitch. It is what it is. But at the same time, you come with love. So you want love. You don't want to have to act like in another kind of way. You want to stay in your divine feminine energy. And if a guy puts you in a very masculine energy, it's because they are in their divine feminine energy. Somebody needs to realize that you don't need a partner to have the soul ascension. You do have a soul partner coming in. And this is this internal connection, okay? This flame that just never fucking goes out. And it brings a lot of abundance, but you have to set boundaries. Okay, if somebody hurt you in the past and they did it very loud, very publicly, well, guess what? They're going to have to apologize very loud, very publicly, or else they get the karma. Very loud, very publicly. It is what it is. Why? Because you got dualities. You're both light and dark. You're both the light and the shadow, right? In order to find the light, you have to go through the dark. This is the real work that a lot of people run from. They just want rainbows and butterflies, but that's not how it goes. That's not how it goes at all. In order to get the wisdom, you have to see that we are both. And we need the masculines. It's Father's Day if you're watching me live premiere. So happy Father's Day to all the fathers. You know what I mean? The stepfathers, the grandfathers, all the fathers, guys. Because even us, like, we need the men. And the men teach us to stay in this divine energy. But if we need be, we will tap into this masculine energy because we do have that power. We do have that power, and it does it does intimidate a lot of people who underestimate us, especially our own twin flame, because they think that they're more powerful than us, when really we are the same. There is no fucking competition. Who is there? There's no competition. We all are going to the same place and we take nothing with us. So live in the moment. We're not here for very long, so make it count. Your soul is endless. It's forever. It's eternity. So this is just the meat suit. We need to understand that it's just the meat suit. So it ages, it changes, but your soul is forever. And that's why you need to put up the boundaries. You have this threshold of protection. You're honoring yourself, and somebody feels like they should have honored you. They understand why they're getting hit in the pockets by Kelly Ma. And it's because they came up against somebody who has duality. They wanted to put blockages in your way. They wanted to cause towers. They wanted to say things that were not true. They wanted to portray you in a way that you weren't. Like you were the one who was crazy. Like you were the one who was unstable. But that rejection was a redirection. And you're seeing the situation for it is and building a legacy of your own and opening up communications with people with beautiful hearts. You see it. People wanted to judge you. But people see your heart. You ain't got to say very much, guys. Because you're the divine mother. Whether you're male or female, you're very nurturing. You have compassion and your grace. Your grace is unmatched. You give people space, time. And people should have gave you space and time, but they didn't. They underestimated what you were choosing to do in the background. Look, you got that earth magic. You're fearless. You're removing obstacles. You're really pushing forward. Because you made those adjustments. You looked back in order to move forwards. A lot of people look back only to stay there. They have to realize that not everybody stays there. Sure, there is a big majority of people who do stay in the same situations. Their mindset is in the same situation as 10, 15, 20, 25 years ago. They don't grow, and I get that. That's what I was saying at the beginning, what the baby entities, you know, the baby spirits, you know, they're just baby spirits. They won't grow and they will be reincarnated into this planet after. There's a lot of us who will not be because we have transcended. We have learned something and we're teaching that to others about the path, right? And because, yes, new levels, new devils, so there will be more pressure. But that pressure allows us to grow into a beautiful diamond, and that diamond reflects the light. So remember, you are a reflector, you are a mirror, okay? And you help others to see themselves, to empower themselves. You empower people, you teach them self-empowerment. And after that, they can be their own. They don't need you after that. And that is a real spiritual healer. That is a real tarot reader. Do you see what I mean? The real ones, you only need to come to them once or twice, face to face. And that's all you need. Once or twice. One reading with a real reader, you'll never have to go to a reading again. Do you see? That's why I stop my readings, because I know what I bring to the table, and not everybody can do that. Not everybody can do that. You got to make sure. Most tarot readers want the person to come back to give them money. Not me. I don't want you to come back. I want to give you everything you need so that you can empower yourself in the future. I'm going to find your inner child. I'm going to see where she is, where he is, and we're going to find a way out of this situation. And I'm going to give you the tools to empower yourself the next time. Because you have already just dug yourself out of a mud of a situation that you thought you could never do it. But I was there with you, standing next to you, holding your hand to find a solution to this situation. It's up to you to do the work, but you did it. I empowered you to do that. Now you can do it on your own. That's the true power. That's the legacy that you are building. And people can't stop that. They can't pull the rug underneath you because you don't do it for hypes. I told you, real don't need a motherfucking applause. You made the adjustments. Somebody's jaws to the floor. So, starseed, elect ones, chosen ones, divine feminine, divine masculine. All right, let's get some oracle messages first before I go into this. Now, somebody feels trapped because of a decision that they made. Okay, there could have been some distractions, which distracted somebody from what they really felt, what they really truly seen from this passion. Okay, so it was third parties. Now, somebody may not want to work with these third parties anymore, so there's no more celebration, should I say. Because somebody's trapped in illusion. Okay, they're stuck. They feel locked down. There is a mental prison. Somebody feels like they kept them captive. Guys, you can't blame anybody for your situation. You have to take accountability and responsibility. Understand you put yourself in that situation. You can most definitely get yourself out. There is no victims here. Okay, somebody feels like they've been wronged. It's a stay or leave kind of energy, okay? And somebody knows why you took off. Why are you going to stay in a situation with people that don't even care about you or love you? And, you know, the proof is in the pudding. You're the star. And yes, you can heal a foundation. But when it comes to a narcissist, they are going to continuously keep going in this hamster wheel of bullshit. And you decided to get off of that hamster wheel. And somebody's shocked because they're stuck. And you knew they were stuck. They're in a depression right now because of all the gossiping. A lot of people are gossiping, spreading rumors. I told you. Petty conversations, start trying to smear your image. Making you look like a fool only to make themselves look like a fool, like they're haters. They're hating because of your happiness. Okay, that's fine. You have the foresight. You understand. You got two roads, guys. That's their road. This is your road. It is what it is. They need to understand. They need to stay in their motherfucking lane. The future is in your hands. So is these gossip kings and queens. Somebody wanted to falsify your image. Well, guess what? Now they're stuck in this mental prison because they know they're fucking scared of you in 3D. In 3D, like right 4K, like right now, they're scared of you in face-to-face. They'll never be able to face you. These bullies would never bully you in your face. It is what it is. And there's a union coming in, guys. There may be a reconciliation or coming back together or a reunion. Take it as it resonates, guys. But it says second chance to make things work. Somebody may have followed these gossip kings, gossip queens. They made a decision. Now they're feeling trapped. They want to come and spin the block. Oh no, guys, what is this? Yeah, somebody's feeling completely fucking shattered. They got their hands in their head. They're crushed. They're sad. They're heartbroken. They're having panic attacks. They're feeling this, what is it called? Separation anxiety. I don't know how long you've been away from this person, but this person has been very sneaky, very codependent, has fake accounts. So you may even block somebody a whole bunch of times. They keep making fake accounts. I don't know. But somebody's hiding who they are. They're trying to hide from you. Behind the scenes, they are watching you on social media. And they see you as fearless. They see you removing any kind of obstacles because you have this compassion. You really did nurture a lot of people. You have this hidden knowledge. The reason why you have the gifts and they don't is because they would take advantage of the gifts. They would use them for bad things, hence why they don't have the gifts. You see what I mean? Somebody is mad because you are the gifted one. And somebody's bottling up all their love, all their feelings. There was a lot of illusions. Somebody kept something in for a very long time and they didn't want to open up to you because they knew that you knew. But they didn't want you to say, I told you so. Somebody is the phoenix rising. Somebody's seen you rising from the ashes. And they're very sensitive about you. They know you have this feminine wisdom and this passion. You are unlike anybody else, guys. And it says fall into your arms. I guess we're going to take that because it is at the bottom of the deck and there is nothing there. Fall into your arms. Surrender, holding the opposites, extremes of life. Anything else, guys? Somebody really has this uncontrollable desire for you. They could that could be the addiction, guys. Sex. I don't know. Somebody's got a hunger for pleasure, and that pleasure is you. But that pleasure is a side piece, guys. Let them be. You had foresight. You moved away. Let the side piece gossip. Maybe the side piece is mad because somebody's got irresistible pleasure for you. But they're for everybody, and you don't want dirty dick. It is what it is, guys. You have no shame. We're grown up here. See, somebody is risky and it's being illuminated and now they're stuck in that risky business. Somebody had a mistress. They were flirting with others. Some side chick, some secret hookup. I don't know. It wasn't so fucking secret, was it? Now they're on freezing. They're on freezing. They're froze, guys. Somebody's emotions are froze for this sneaky bitch. They said if it's easy, they don't want it. That's what's being illuminated, guys. This side piece is freaking the fuck out because somebody is escaping from their grips, from their claws. Somebody is blocked, avoid, hidden. Oh, somebody is just a hidden lover, guys. They would never own up to say like that's theirs. Like they would never claim them. But somebody wants to come in and claim you. Ooh, I don't know if you want to even fuck with this. I don't even think you want anything to do with this. Somebody needs to be careful because you got that duality. There's many meanings, guys. Somebody really misunderstood you, but they also know they can't play with you because like that Kelly Ma, you'll probably smack them, which all, yeah, because you walk with spirit, guys. You walk with spirit. Someone can't play in your face. Somebody's revealing the truth. The confession is coming in, guys. The confession is coming in. Somebody did avoid you, and now they're avoiding somebody else, and because this conflict, look, somebody tried to avoid this conflict from happening in the first place, from actually telling you the truth, but now the truth is coming out. Somebody sees you as this butterfly. They treated you like you were nothing. Oh, but you are everything. You are feeling complete and you can't stop smiling. Happiness and devotion is on its way, falling into your arms. Let's check this out. Somebody could be tripping out because there's a lover coming in. Somebody's not speaking. There was a stone wall. You didn't feel safe in a situation. So there's something new coming in. There could be like a couple or a group or something that's been trying to get on you to try to affect what you got going on, or even affect you, you know, to act on impulse. So don't even fucking address a situation, okay? But you need to be careful, because there's also some kind of spell work so that you stay away from this love. So be careful, okay? Because this love is coming in. There is a unconditional love, compassion, genuine union, okay? So keep your heart open, but bring your mind with you, okay? Very balanced. Surrender, holding the opposites and extremes of life. The Great Mother ushers you in when you take the first breath, and she'll be there when you draw your last. She knows how challenging life can be, that being human can be lonely and confusing, that the polarities and separation can be excruciating when our souls remember the oneness of Source. But at the same time, when it can be incredibly glorious and sweet. So often we see things as either good or bad. When things can when things go well, we make it mean that we're all being rewarded. And when things go bad, then perhaps we've done something wrong. Perhaps we're all here to expand and grow in it through its extremes of life, that we do exactly that. We're being invited to welcome the highs and the lows of the human experience, to let them ignite you more fully into life. The agony and the ecstasy, the beauty and the bitterness. This life is but a single breath of excruciable existence of your experiences as a soul. The Great Mother wants you to hand over your loneliness, worries, hurt, sorrow, fear, burden, and doubt, to lay them on her altar, to fall fully into her arms, and to remember that while these extremes are difficult, they may also be magnificent. The more widely the pendulum of your life swings, the more truthfully you can say, I've truly lived. Starseed Soul Inquiry. Place this card on the portal of your heart and whisper the following after me. I'm ready to embrace the extremes of my life. I lay all that I'm carrying onto the Great Mother's altar and fall completely into her arms. Oh, wow. Somebody really wants to fall into your arms. You want to fall into somebody's arms, and somebody knows like they've lived the life, you've lived the life, and you're not going to shame somebody for the life that they lived, and they're not going to shame you for the life that you live. These are all lessons, guys. You need to be grateful for the time that you've spent with people. Somebody knows how brilliant you are. And if it wasn't for you making those mistakes, then you wouldn't have the knowledge that you have right now to be able to help people, or just yourself, to have the information you have so that you can align yourself with your assignments. You are in alignment for the assignment, guys. And your assignment, your goal is to make and keep yourself happy. Your glow doesn't come from the applause. It comes from the alignment, guys. Number 28, the colorless Duke. All right, somebody may be very colorless. Somebody was drained. Somebody got drained, maybe by a Jezebel, male or female. Guys, Jezebel is a Jezebel, right? So flip the roles. But somebody kept somebody in a relationship, a partnership, a friendship, a job, or whatever it is, and drained them of everything. Now they're finding their way back, okay? So 28, the colorless Duke. Decisions, new path, and ideas. Now this could be you, remember, right? This could be your story. So there are many distractions around you which may be stopping you from focusing on what is important right now. I already said that this is going to be a full cycle kind of energy. You must take the time to concentrate on your needs. In order to recognize where your energy should lie, you must find time to be quiet, meditate, or just remove yourself from busy situations. You have an air of charm and a positive energy around you. This is a time of confidence. and to reach for the stars. See, somebody sees you as a star. Connect with your own inner powers and release your true potential. You do not have to hide your light, as you have plenty to give. Set your sights a goal and do not allow yourself to sway from reaching your desires. See, you set your sights on a goal, and your goal was to make and keep yourself happy and at peace. And somebody really does bring you peace, or will bring you peace. And there will be a lot of people who had something to say or have something to say. But let them talk, guys. It's not going to affect your peace. It's not going to affect how you move in your lane. Everybody's got a decision. Everybody's got the same 24 hours in a day, guys. You're connecting with your own power, and you're releasing your true potential. And a lot of people see you. You can't hide no more. People can't hide you. They can't cause distractions. They can't cause lies. It is what it is. Your legacy will outlast all the lies. I love you. I hope this helped. I hope this gave you some clarity. Let's get one message from the blood moon ancestors. One message from the blood moon. It is winding. It says, take a step with intuition, finding direction, moving through different phases and uncharted territory. So somebody is most definitely going into uncharted territory. You had to take that leap of faith. You didn't know. There was like a big bush. You're in the middle of the motherfucking jungle, and you had a machete, and you just start chopping your way through. Somebody is doing the same thing, but in their own lane, in their own life, in their own right. Phantom ride. Wow. It says, passage from one realm to another, a blurred reality, journey and destination, discovering in the unseen. Somebody is discovering. They're seeing whatever was in the dark. It is being seen. And divine sacrifice. Wow. Giving up suffering to make room for more. Strength in your faith. The balancing spirit and life. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. You are definitely balancing spirit and life. I love yous. I hope this helped. Let's get fast juice. There was a third party playing in your face. A lot of gossip, a lot of envy, a lot of jealousy, and they try to set you up. Like I said, whole time they want to take your place. It's really weird. They wanted your man, your job, your friend group. I don't know what it is, but you became brand new. And look, they're on devil's time. They're on demon time. They're mad because they're sellouts. And you decided to follow your own path all by yourself. You refused to sell out. Somebody wanted the new, but instead they lied. So yeah, they got the new for a little while, but there's no longevity, and energy never lies. These people are seeing the truth. Guys, you're the hermit in the upright. They're the hermit in reverse. Your beliefs, you have this knowledge. You're a teacher, and you deserve a higher level commitment. And there's somebody who is very emotionally unstable. You will not have a reconciliation with them, whether they're friends, family. I don't know what this is, but you don't want nothing to do with them because they're emotionally unstable. They will never grow, and that's okay. That's on them. You are discarding them. You have emotionally detached from them. So you kind of act like they don't exist because they don't exist in your world. It is what it is. That's the burnt. They're getting burnt by the truth. They need to get grounded. Somebody knows that you're Gaia. You're the mother of all things, and you are untouchable. And somebody wanted to catfish you. They wanted to play in your face, or they wanted to play in somebody else's face. That's why they're going through a whole lot of shit trying to clear up a way to try to get to you, because you're very closed off because what people done. They need to do right by you, or you're closed off. Yes, you are somebody's peace. You are your own peace. That's why you can give people peace. That's why they have to do right by you. So somebody knows what they need to do in order to make the adjustments to come towards you. You made the adjustments possible. Somebody wanted to sacrifice the divine, and well, that's just not possible. There's consequences for those actions. I hope this helped. I hope this gave you some... I hope this gassed you right the fuck up, actually. I love you guys. Remember, when there's more than one person against you, like a whole group, you're very powerful. So count those heads. Tell them to stand in line and wait for an autograph, like with the rest of the fans. I love you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It helps to build the algorithm. My kitty says hi. You're building a legacy that's going to be legendary, okay? And people already see you as a legend. So keep going. Love you. Bye.